welcome back to my channel. Hi if you're new, and welcome to a video where I'm going to try and keep on top of my 2024 releases. So this is going to be a little bit of a series. We're going to aim to do this once a month, where on top of my ridiculous TBR for the month, we're going to try and read the books that are out this year so I don't end up falling behind. So the first book I got out of the library, and this is The Favourites by Elaine Fargo. Now, I just like the look of it. I just read the description. It was on the library website. It's a new release, and it was like, oh, it looks like a figure skating romance. I thought would be quite interesting. I didn't realise it was quite so hyped. Look, sprayed edges. It says, everyone thinks Heath Roker was my first love. He wasn't. My first love was figure skating. Katarina Shaw has always known she's destined to become an Olympic skater. When she meets Heath, a lonely kid stuck in a foster care system, their instant connection makes them a formidable duo on the ice. Clinging to skating and each other to escape their turbulent lives, Kat and Heath go from childhood sweethearts to champion ice dancers, captivating fans with their scorching chemistry, rebellious style and roller coaster relationship. Until at the Olympic Games, as the world holds its breath, a shocking incident instantly destroys their partnership. 10 years later, an unauthorised tell-all documentary reignites the public obsession with Shaw and Roker. If Kat wants to own her story, she must break her silence. As Kat's account of her dramatic rise and fall alternates with scandalous interviews from the film, The Favourites spins into a dance between passion, ambition, and what it truly means to win. Sensational rumours have haunted Kat and Heath's step for years, but the truth may be even more outrageous than the headlines. Does that not sound absolutely amazing? So I'm going to start this now. So I'm just a couple of chapters into this so far. I am enjoying it. I think I'm really going to like seeing what this couple do. And what's quite interesting is you've got a short chapter and then there's an interview with like one of their coaches or whoever. And I quite like the bit of the mixed media. It's something a bit different. But yeah, so far we've just met the two characters when they're sort of teenagers and they're getting ready to go to like one of their first big events. So yeah, it's good so far. Hello, it is Sunday afternoon. I come up to run a bath. I'm gonna chill, but quick catch up. I was gonna give you regular updates of The Favourites yesterday, and then ended up sitting there and reading like 75%. It's so good. It's so good. I hope I finish it tonight. That's my goal, if possible. If not, I'll be finishing it tomorrow. It is one of the best books I've read in ages. And on the front, I was a bit surprised. It's likened to Daisy Jones and the Six, which I wasn't a huge fan of. And I can kind of see why, because you get the interviews quite regularly and obviously you're following people that kind of become celebrities, etc. For me, this is just so much better. It's really fast paced, and every time you think, wow, that character's gone through so much, they're not going to go through anything else now. This is it, and you're just going to see it out through the rest of the book. Something happens. So a quarter of the book left and I am on the edge of my seat. I cannot wait to see what happens. So I think this might be a 5-star. Hello, it is a few days later. I'm not very well, so hence the delay in catching up. But I didn't want to wait any longer. I finished The Favourites and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was a 5-star for me, and just more and more kept happening right up to the last few pages. And I haven't had a book in so long that's had me that hooked. It was really, really good. So I would highly recommend. So fast paced, so unpredictable. It was just really, really good. Oh, I'm really rough. Right, anyway, I have started the Baby Dragon Cafe. So far, it's cute. So we joined Saphira, who runs a cafe that welcomes in baby dragons. Not many places do. And that's because they're cheeky, they breathe fire, and they can't really control what they do. And then she's met Aiden and his baby dragon Sparky, and she needs some money now because basically the baby dragons are doing quite a bit of damage in the cafe. He's offered to pay her to train Sparky, and that's as far as we got so far. You know what's going to happen, you know it's going to be cute, and I'm here for it. I'm not necessarily sad to see them go, they're so pretty though. I'm a quarter of the way through the Baby Dragon Cafe and it's cute. It is cute. She started training Sparky and she's now reached a stage, Saphira, that she wants Aiden to actually have some part in this dragon's life now with the training. So she's just about to go and storm into his place of work for the day and get him involved. Hey, so I have got about 100 pages left of the Baby Dragon Cafe, and it's alright. It's cute. I don't necessarily love the writing style. I don't love the attitude of the characters all the time either, but I think that's the writing style. I think some of the wording maybe is just a bit unfortunate and abrasive, where actually maybe that's not what's meant at all. But it's cute, you know, you can see the relationship beginning to build. Well, they're just about to do the whole fake dating thing. Kind of. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but they need to be together for something. And I mean, it's baby dragons. I'm all for the baby dragons. I just want to see all the baby dragons. But it's fine. I think this is probably going to settle at a 2.53 star. It's fine. My little dragon has chosen this time that I started filming to eat very noisily. Yeah, you little pickle. Right. He's obsessed with the flash mob adverts. You good boy. Well done. That's lovely. That's lovely. Why do we bark at the flash mob adverts? We have no idea. But in this house, that happens. I thought things were going too well. I've only got about 60 pages left, but unfortunately Saphira doesn't feel that she's fitting in with the dragon family sort of vibe and that people are judging her a little bit. But Aiden's gonna come through. He's got to come through. He will. Here we go again. Flash advert. You're so good, I know. Oh, good boy, Juki. Why? What is it? I don't get it. You quirky little sausage. So I've just finished the Baby Dragon Cafe. I have, darling. I have just finished it. And it was cute. It was sweet. The only weird thing was that the last 30-40 pages, so much happened, and I wish that had been dragged out for maybe 100 pages and other bits had been maybe not as long, because it got really good and it got a bit intense and it was over in pages, which was a shame. But on the whole, sorry, am I keeping you up? Am I? Oh well. On the whole, it was cute. It was a good little read. So maybe a 3 out of 5. I'm thinking a 3. So I figured let's read at least one more book for this 2025 release video. So I picked up Hero, which is a love story by Katie Buckley. This I got out the library and it just intrigued me. My library is absolutely rubbish and I love them to pieces. Okay, I do Wiltshire Library, I promise. But they're rubbish at putting out the new releases on their sort of like, these are our February new releases, or January new releases folders on their online system, and they only put half the books out, which are the ones I suppose that they think are going to be the most popular, which they might be by a certain generation perhaps, but it's like, or a certain genre lover, I think probably more. So if you like a thriller, they're all going to be on there, and maybe what I would call more an old school romance, But they very rarely put any sci-fi, fantasy, YA, anything else out. So I've been like really wanting to read a few new releases, and I'm like, oh, my library hasn't got them in. If I do a separate search, they've come up. But anyway, different video for that. But Hero did come up, and it's only a cheeky little one. And what does it say? She's a waitress, he's a chef. They used to be best friends, but now they're in love and living together in a studio apartment. She's also a Selkie, Odysseus, and a cowgirl called Quickfingers. He's probably the best man she's ever met. When he asks her to marry him, Hero freezes. She's a lot of things, but the one thing she doesn't want to be is anyone's wife. He's waited as long as he can for an answer, and now it's time for Hero to decide. I think it's interesting. It's not the normal book I would go for, but do you know what? It's only a couple 100 pages, and it's something a bit different, and I like reading various genres, so we'll give it a go. So, I'm about 40 pages into Hero. Oh, it's weird. It's weird. We start off with a relationship where he's sort of said about marriage. She's not 100% sure. So he's like, look, I'm going to give you a week to think about it. And then she's kind of going back to us. I mean, that's like page 1. I'm not giving you serious spoilers here. But then she goes back over previous relationships, flings, sexual encounters and things. Not in explicit detail. Don't worry about that. But there's just tiny little chapters, and it's just flitting. But like with one relationship, we might have 2-3 pages. Another one almost feels like it's like 1 or 2 paragraphs. And it's just really strange. I'm intrigued to see what happens. I can't say I'm loving it. I think we might be sitting at a 2 to 3 star, but it's a quick read. So we'll see how we go. So it's been 2 weeks since I picked this up, and I've just sat and read 2 chapters. I wish I hadn't left it so long, because I was confused enough to begin with. And now I'm like, I don't really know what's going on. But it's just flashbacks. But on some you might have like a few pages of like one particular memory, and I'm like, right, I'm getting into this now. And then it's like, woohoo, no, let's have a random paragraph or something else, and then have 2-3 paragraphs that are completely different flashbacks. And let's go back to a long one again. And it's just very odd. It's not bad, don't get me wrong. It's interesting enough. I probably will finish this. But just it's weird. So we're flashing back to previous relationships, her parents' relationships, etc. Current relationship, different things that have happened. It's weird, but I'm going to keep going. I have finally finished Hero. I'm so pleased I finished this. I don't even know what happened at the end. I don't think this was for me. It wasn't bad, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad book at all. And I could cope kind of with all the jumping. But I just like a conclusion at the end of my book. And unless I have missed something, I don't feel like I really got a good one. But you know what? It was different. It's another 2025 release. I can happily say that I've read. And yeah. So I wanted to do one of these videos every month, and it's taken me 2 months now. I'm on the 2nd of March. It's just over. But I'm determined this year. One way or another, we're going to keep on top of the 2025 releases. So if you enjoyed this video, do give it a like. Let me know if you've read any of those books, and if you have, what you thought. And by all means, subscribe so you can see what my next books are. I'm actually about to start one now, which is quite exciting. I'll see you soon. Bye.